Once Khalifa Abdul Malik was sitting and a person came to him in a very fearful condition. And he said, "Oh, respected king, I'm very sinful." And he said, "I want to know whether I can be forgiven or I cannot be forgiven." Khalifa asked him, "Is your sin bigger than earth and the heavens?" He said, "Yes, my sin is even bigger." Then the Khalifa Abdul Malik asked him, "Is your sin bigger than Lah and the Qalam?" He replied, "Yes." Khalifa asked him, "Is your sin bigger than throne of Allah Azza wa Jal and the chair, Arsh and the Kursi?" He said, "Yes, it's bigger." Khalifa then said, "O my brother, indeed your sin cannot be bigger than the mercy of Almighty Allah Azza wa Jal." After hearing this, he started weeping and started shedding tears from his eyes. Khalifa said to him, "O my brother, tell me, what is your problem and what was the sin that you have committed?" And then he replied, "O respected king, O Khalifa, I'm very ashamed of telling you about my sin, but I would tell you, maybe by doing this I might find a way to repent and make tawbah from my sins." And then he started telling his story. And he said, "O Khalifa, I was a shroud thief. I was a coffin chore. And tonight I have learned a very serious lesson from 5 graves. And I have made my mind to repent from my sins." This coffin thief started telling the story. "When I dug the first grave and I saw that the murda, the deceased person, his face was turned away from Qibla. And as I turned away with the fear, I heard a voice. And that voice shook me up. Somebody was saying, 'Oh man, don't you want to know the reason? Why is he being punished?' I got afraid and I had no courage. And then the voice came that this man used to drink wine or liquor and he was adulterer, means he used to commit adultery. The second grave which I opened, I saw a scene which can shake any person's heart. I saw that the face of this person was turned into the face of a pig. And he was tied up with the chains of Jahannam fire. A voice came from unseen. And I was informed that this man used to take false oaths. And he used to earn haram rozi, haram sustenance. When I opened the third grave, I saw a very scary scene there as well. The deceased person in that grave, his tongue was almost totally out of his mouth. And nails of fire were put in his body. And the voice came from unseen. He used to backbite, he used to spy. He was engaged in chughli, and he used to cause fight amongst people, amongst brothers. And the fourth grave which I saw, it was another very fearful situation. A person was turning and twisting over the fire, and angels were hitting him with the lashes made of fire. And I got very afraid. I started running. A voice came to my ears from unseen. "Oh, person, listen carefully. This unfortunate person was careless in his namaz and in fasting in the month of Ramadan." The fifth grave which I opened, I saw the condition of that person was totally opposite compared to the other four graves which I have seen. This person's grave was widened up to where the eyes can see. A beautiful young man is sitting on the throne, and a voice came from unseen. He was the man who used to make tawbah and repent from his sins at the time when he was a young man.